Hey guys, welcome back to another video from China Tech, and we talk a lot about fake AirPods on this channel. We have tons and tons of videos about fake AirPods, but I think you'll agree that just as important as the AirPods themselves are the AirPods cases. The AirPods cases are, a way for you to express a little bit of your own personality through your AirPods. As you can see, I've got my Minion case on my AirPods. I think that tells you just about all you need to know. But today, I just wanted to go over some of my favorite super cheap AirPods cases and where you can get them from. So with that said, let's jump straight into it. So obviously the Minion case up front, it is just stunning. As you can see, it's made out of a silicone material. So it's if I just pull it down, a squishy sort of plastic. So actually that's pretty important. What it means is for fake AirPods like this, which might be slightly off on the actual sizing, it means they'll still fit in because the plastic can just sort of stretch. And obviously for real AirPods as well, which is what they're designed for, they'll just slide straight in. But the actual color itself, it looks great. They've got a nice grippy feeling. And of course, up the front, you can see it has these extra little bits on to look just like a Minion. So overall, it's pretty cool. You can attach it to your keys or something through this little hook to make sure you don't lose your AirPods or anything. But yeah, overall, I've actually had this case for a while now, and it's actually held up pretty well. As you can see, it looks pretty much just as good as the day I got it. But yeah, overall, I mean, it's a super cool case, and if you're into this sort of stuff or, other characters, I'll have links to them in the video description where you can find other cases like this. If you're not into that sort of stuff, maybe you'll be more into this sort of hype branded sort of stuff. So you can see over here, I have this Nike branded AirPods case on the front and the back, and over here we have this off-white case. Honestly, the off-white case is pretty fake feeling. You've got sort of like I don't know what you call it, the ribbon, which itself feels super fake. You can see, it's got like pretty bad quality overall. And then the actual case itself is just a super cheap silicone case, pretty much identical to this other just plain silicone case that you can get super cheap. To be fair, this is super cheap as well. But you can see this is definitely more on the fake side of cases. I'm sure, this is a rip-off of a real case, but it's pretty cool. Maybe from a distance you wouldn't really be able to tell. But yeah, overall, I mean, it's kind of cool, but for sure, it's definitely a little bit faker than you might like. On the other hand though, as I said before, it is super cheap, and I'll have links to this as well in the video description. And finally, we've got this Nike case as well. You can see it's actually pretty good quality considering, it costs about $1. So the actual logo and stuff is just printed onto the case, and it is a hard plastic, which is different from the other cases, which were all soft. This is actually a hard plastic case, so it means, it'll give you a bit more protection to your AirPods as well. It does make it a bit of a pain to get on and off, I found. So these are fake AirPods as well, and I really had to shove them in there, which was a bit of a pain. But yeah, I mean, you can see it's just where the AirPods case itself meets this extra case we've put on, and you can see you do get some marking which shows up when you obviously pull the AirPods out. That goes away. The hard case gives your AirPods a bit of extra protection, and the actual printing and logo and stuff all look pretty good, and they do just look like the real thing, which is pretty cool. And if you're not into any of that sort of stuff, maybe you're just after a plain case, as I showed you before, you can just get super cheap silicone cases as well, just to offer your AirPods, a little bit of protection, give yourself a little clip as well, all that sort of good stuff. You can get these super cheap, and I'll have a link to it in the video description as well. Additionally, you can see it does have this little protector, I suppose you'd say. So it'll actually clip into the charging port of your AirPods to keep all the dust and dirt out of them while they're in your pocket. You can just clip that in and it'll keep it safe, and then obviously unclip it when you're ready to charge. But yeah, on the whole, this was just another quick little video, just going over some of my favorite, super cheap AirPods cases that you can find. I do get all of these, in fact, from Aliexpress. So that's where I got the AirPods themselves. And while I was there, I bought some cases as well. You can get these super cheap for about $1 or $2. They'll ship for free from Aliexpress to your door. And there are just so many different designs and, styles of cases that you can get on there. There's pretty much something for everyone if you are after an AirPods case. So I'll have links to all these cases in the video description, as well as some of my other favorites that you can check out in the video description. Apart from that though, thank you for watching another video from China Tech. I hope you enjoyed. If you have some suggestions for future videos, I'd love to hear those in the comment section. While you're there, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe down below. Apart from that though, thank you for watching another video from China Tech, and I'll catch you in the next video.